Hi friends, I welcome you to this video on bank reconciliation statement. In our last video, we started learning how to prepare a bank reconciliation statement. In this video also, we'll solve one more problem on bank reconciliation statement. So right away, I've written the question. You can just go through that. On 31st March 21, cash book showed a favorable balance of rupees 4,50,000. So when we talk about cash book, we are talking about the bank column in the cash book. We are talking about the bank account in our books. It showed a favorable balance of 4,50,000. That means there was a debit balance in our books and there should be a credit balance in the passbook. But the passbook showed a credit balance of rupees 4,55,000 only. So there is a difference in the balances. The following reasons were found out for the difference. First reason, check amounting to rupees 50,000 received on 29th March 21 were deposited in the bank, but the same was not credited in the passbook. Bank charges charged by the bank rupees 5,000 on 29th March 21 not recorded in the cash book. Checks issued to creditors on 30th March 21 rupees 50,000 were not yet presented for payment. Customers deposited directly in our bank rupees 10,000 not recorded in the cash book. Now, using these reasons of differences, we have to reconcile the balance as per the cash book with the balance as per the passbook. Let us start. Bank reconciliation statement as on 31st March 2021, particulars, rupees and rupees. There will be 3 columns. I am taking favorable bank balance as per cash book as the starting point. If I start with cash book as the balance, I should arrive at the bank balance as per passbook as the solution for the problem or as the end point of the statement. 4,55,000 I have to arrive at. So I have to show that 4,50,000 is 4,55,000 because of certain reasons of differences which I may do add and less here. Okay. Now, as we discussed earlier, we have to prepare working notes for each item, and I use small ledger accounts to understand what has been the impact. Cash book, this is nothing but bank account in our books, and the passbook, that is the customer account, our account in the books of the bank. Now, again in this problem, we are starting with the cash book balance. So let us take them in our working notes also. Let us take the balance in our working note also. We have learnt earlier, favorable balance means debit balance in the cash book and credit balance in the passbook. As a starting point, we have to keep both the balances equal. We want to make cash book equal to passbook, so I'm going to put a star mark here. Here, instead of writing 4,50,000, even if you write 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, it does not make a difference. But we have to put the balances on the debit side of the cash book and credit side of the passbook because we are starting with favorable balance as per the cash book. Okay. Now let us see the reasons of differences and what impact it had on the balances. Check amounting to rupees 50,000 received on 29th March were deposited in the bank, but the same was not credited in the passbook. We have learned earlier that as soon as we receive a check, we are going to record it as a deposit in our books. As soon as we receive a check, we pass the entry bank account debtor to debtors and we deposit the check in the bank immediately, and we record a deposit in our books on the same day. We do not wait for the collection of the payment of the check by the bank. As soon as we receive the check, we record a deposit. So this was done in the cash book. But up to 31st March, the same was not credited in the passbook. The bank has not been able to collect the payment on this check up to 31st March. That is why there is no credit entry in the books of the bank. If you remember earlier, I have discussed cash book debit side is deposit, credit side is withdrawal. Passbook debit side is withdrawal, credit side is deposit. I have recorded a deposit, but the money is not deposited in the passbook. So now what will happen? I started with the debit balance. I have one more debit and debit is plus. That means the balance has increased, but there is no change in the balance of the passbook. That means relatively it is lower. The balance has not increased. Now what should we do to the cash book so that it becomes equal to the passbook? This is the question we have to answer. What should I do to the cash book to make it equal to the passbook? Passbook is showing a lower balance, cash book is showing a higher balance. So the balance of the cash book has to be reduced by 50,000 to make it equal to the passbook. So I'll go and write it in less here. Check deposited but not credited. I will show it in less 50,000 rupees. Okay. Next, bank charges charged by the bank rupees 5,000 on 29th March 21 not recorded in the cash book. So what should I do? I should prepare a working note again. This is my cash book. This is my passbook. Take 450 on the debit side, 450 on the credit side. Put a star mark to the passbook. Now bank charges are withdrawals for us, so it will be debited in the passbook. There will be bank charges charged by the bank 5,000 rupees on 29th March 21 not recorded in the cash book. So withdrawal has been recorded in the passbook, but there is no withdrawal recorded in the cash book. Now what will happen? If you see the impact, the account started with a credit balance. If you debit the account, the balance is bound to decrease. It's a withdrawal. Whereas cash book is showing a higher balance. Why? Because withdrawal has not been recorded. Now what I should do to make cash book equal to passbook? This is the question. There is a star mark here. Why? Because I want to make cash book equal to the passbook. So what should I do to the cash book so that it becomes equal to the passbook? I have to reduce cash book balance by 5,000 rupees. I will write here bank charges not recorded in cash book, 5,000 rupees. Now what you should not do is, sometimes you add or less to cash book, sometimes you do add or less to passbook. That way is not possible. You have to start with one book and arrive at the balance of the other book. You cannot in between start saying that no, this time I will make passbook equal to cash book. Sometimes I'll make cash book equal to passbook. So if you start with cash book balance, you have to arrive at passbook balance. That means you have to always try to make cash book equal to the passbook. In between, you cannot try to go in the reverse direction. Okay. Checks issued to creditors on 30th March 21, rupees 50,000 were not presented for payment. So I'll again prepare one more working note. Cash book, passbook, 4,50,000, 4,50,000. I'll put a star mark to passbook because I want to make cash book equal to passbook. Star here represents I want to make cash book equal to passbook, not passbook equal to cash book. Check issued to creditors 30th March 21, rupees 50,000 were not presented for payment. Now we have issued the checks on 30th March. We have learnt earlier that as soon as we issue a check, we record an entry in our books. We pass an entry creditors account at R2 Bank on the date of issue of the check to keep a track of the correct balances. If I issue checks and do not record in my books, I won't know the correct balance I have in my bank. Okay, I keep issuing hundreds of checks and I don't record them in the book. So I won't know. I will not be able to ascertain what is the balance in my bank after issue of each check. So to keep a track of the balance, I have to record the check issued immediately. Okay. So on 30th March, I have recorded the issue of the check. It is a withdrawal. I'm issuing a check. That means money will be withdrawn from my bank account. So I put it on the withdrawal side. But what happened? I issued the check on 30th March. They were not presented for payment. The creditor has not yet gone to the bank and tried to collect the payment on the check. We have issued the check, but the creditor is taking the check, but he is not presenting the check in the bank. So bank will not get a dream that we have issued a check and the payment has to be made to the creditor. So unless and until the check is presented to the bank, they will not make the payment. So there is no entry in the books of the bank. We started with the debit balance. There is a credit entry in the cash book, so balance is bound to reduce. Relatively, this balance is higher because there is no withdrawal recorded. Now, the question is, what should I do to the cash book so that it becomes equal to the passbook? The answer is, we have to increase the balance of the cash book by 50,000 rupees so that it becomes equal to the passbook. So I'll now write check issued but not presented for payment. $50,000 will be add. That is why I'm not putting brackets around it. Next, customers deposited directly in our bank 10,000 rupees not recorded in the cash book. Let us take one more working note here. This is my cash book, this is my passbook. I start with debit in the cash book and credit in the passbook. Put a star mark here. Customers deposited money in the bank directly. I am recording it on the credit side because it is a deposit. Now, as I told you earlier, debit side in cash book is deposit, credit side is withdrawal. Debit side is withdrawal in the passbook and credit side is deposit. So deposit has been collected by the bank directly, 10,000 rupees. But we are not aware of the deposit, hence we have not recorded in the cash book. We are not able to record it in the cash book. So what will be the impact? We started with a credit balance, another credit, the balance is bound to increase. Whereas there is no corresponding debit here. So the balance is going to be relatively lower. Now what should we do to the cash book so that it becomes equal to the passbook? The answer is we have to increase the cash book balance by 10,000 so that it becomes equal to the passbook balance. Deposits not recorded in cash book, 10,000 rupees. Now we have some add items. 50,000 plus 10,000 is 60,000. So 450 plus 60 will be 5,10,000. And then we have some minus items. I'll total them and write them here. Total of less items is 50 plus 5, 55,000. So 5,10,000 minus 55,000 should be 4,55,000. 10,000 minus 5,000 is 5,000 and 5 lakh minus 50 is 4,50,000. So we have arrived at the bank balance as per passbook, 4,55,000. So we have been able to reconcile the cash book balance with the passbook balance. If you see earlier, the question said on 31st March 21, cash book showed a favorable balance of 4,50,000, but the passbook showed a credit balance of 4,55,000 only. The following reasons were found for the difference. So we have now made the cash book balance equal to the passbook balance. Actually, what we are explaining is, in this statement we are telling that cash book and the passbook were showing a difference because of these reasons. If these reasons were not there, then the balance would have been equal. So that is what we have tried to reconcile the balances, 4,50,000 with 4,55,000. Okay. In our future videos, we'll do many more problems on bank reconciliation statement, which will give you more clarity and also speed in solving a problem on BRS. Thank you.